Years ago, I heard this message and it changed my life. It was preached by my friend, Pastor Corey Narkin, and the name of the message was The Poplar Trees, and it was based off of the latter part of Genesis 30, which recounts the story of Jacob and his crazy father-in-law Laban, who never wanted to pay him the right amount, was always cheating him, giving him the wrong wife, and so on. And basically, Jacob says one day, enough is enough, and pay me what you owe me and let me be on my way. And Jacob and Laban come up with this agreement that Jacob is going to take as his payment, and back payment actually, the speckled and the dark wool and the spotted sheep and goat. And God gives this idea to Jacob, and he goes and he gets the bark of the poplar tree and the almond tree and the palm tree. And basically he makes stripes in it, in the bark, and he puts it in the water trough where the sheep and the goat go to feed. And when they saw what was in the water while they were drinking it, when it was time to reproduce, they reproduced offspring that was spotted and striped and speckled. And see, the reason that it really changed my world and rocked my world at that particular point in time, it's because I never really realized just how important reading the Bible was. You see, the word describes the word of God as water. And when we daily take in that water, we produce after its kind. We become like what it says we are. We learn to hear the voice of God, and we do produce what it says that we can produce. And the thing is, I feel like in the world today, there's so much reason to worry and there's so much reason to panic. But when we keep on diving into the Word of God, not just on a Sunday, not just sporadically, but on an everyday basis, we remain in Him. We remain holding on to that anchor, and we do become what it says that we are. And the economy does not determine it, and who is in charge in the government doesn't determine. We become what the word says. But you won't be able to live up to that full potential unless you read the word and get into it yourself. This is not something that someone can do for you or pray in for you. You have to put in the work. You have to read the word of God yourself on a daily or very often basis. One of the things that I'm very, very passionate about is intercessory prayer. God has just put a love for people in my heart, and I find that a lot of times I keep hearing the same thing over and over. People always say, but Shalisa, I don't know how to hear the voice of God. I don't know what the word of God is saying to me. And I always say the same thing. If you want to know the voice of God, you want to be able to distinguish his voice from the voice of a stranger, you need to read the Bible. The Bible is the prescription for everything. He said that he has placed his word even above his own name. That is a pretty big deal to God. If you want to know how to be saved, it's in the Bible. If you want to know how to be healed, the Bible will tell you how to get that healing. If you're looking for a breakthrough, financial prosperity, the answers are all in the Bible. Pick up the book today. If you feel like you can't understand it, he tells us that anyone who were to lack wisdom, all we have to do is ask, and he will give freely. Friends, find yourself in a Bible-believing church. If you're struggling and you really want to know more about the Bible, I'm pretty sure there will be somebody to help you. There's lots of good books out there. If you're struggling with the book of Revelation in particular, please pray about buying my new book, A Study Guide on Revelation. But whatever you do, please get in your word today. You will not regret it.